father tells him stories which become very precious to him. Why is storytelling so important?
I think everybody in every culture uses narrative as a way to understand what goes on in their lives, and it's a way, I think stories unite all of us, and a story from a completely different culture could still have a truth in it that would make sense to you even if you didn't grow up in that culture. So
That's what Brendan Gleeson once said. He felt that the best thing about art and telling a story and being truthful is that somebody might think they're on their own with their feelings, or even if it's a happy feeling and thinking, oh, I'd love other people to feel like this. And when you see somebody else tell that story, you go, oh, everybody feels like that, and connects people.
How did you come up with the idea for the film?
I came up with the idea down here in Dingle. I was here on a holiday with my son, and we kind of realised that the stories were being a bit forgotten. We were talking to a local person about the seal cull that was going on here, and she was saying that there used to be much more superstition around seals and people wouldn't have killed them. And so that was the thing that tipped me off to realise that the superstitions and stories were protecting the landscape and the environment and need to be preserved.
Did making the film teach you anything new about the stories and memories that you grew up with?
I heard the stories, but I didn't really understand that there was another level to them. And I realised that a lot of the Selkie stories were a way for people to deal with loss.
Can you describe the animation techniques used in the film, and why did you choose them?
The whole film is hand animated, so we animate every frame. And we draw 12 drawings per second per character. And the backgrounds start out as hand painted. We kind of use a hybrid, and we use the computer to put it all together.
Kids watch an animated film that's drawn, it's hand drawn. Sometimes they come out of the cinema and they just want to draw because you can see that it's drawn, and I could get a pencil and I could draw Ben, or I could try and draw Koo.
So what's your top tip for animation?
Just keep a sketchbook and draw every day in it, and just draw from life and draw from your imagination, and just keep drawing and you'll get there really.
Yeah, I think anyone who makes a flip book is animating, so as long as you're looking at movement and how it happens, that'd be the most important thing.
In what way are the locations in the film based on real places?
They're all inspired by real places. Some literally, like you can go to Sligo and see Ben Bulben. We kind of mashed together the Dingle Peninsula and Glencullen in Donegal to create where the kids came from. So you can be, if you do a little travel up the west coast of Ireland, you'll see lots of things that you see reflected in the film.
And in Dublin, you can recognise Dublin, like there's Molly Malone there and St. Patrick's Cathedral, you can see it. So there's some real spots that are very Irish, and you can actually visit them.
In Ireland, there's an incredible storytelling tradition. Under every rock there seems to be a story. What makes a good story?
I think a good story is a story that people want to repeat and retell, and all stories that are worth repeating have a little kernel of truth to them, whether that's a metaphor to help you make sense of things that go on in your life, or just something funny that you want to pass on to the next person.